Ladies and gentlemen, we're back at it again. The coffee hour. You came back, apparently. Well, at least in my mind, because we have a lot of followers, but realistically, we don't. But, the facts hurt, don't it? Yes, it does, Vern. I am Actman. In case you didn't know, we're back at it again. Like I said, the coffee hour, and with me, as always.
Hello, friends. People who I may be your friend. People that don't know that I'm your friend. I'm Sparky. It's quite nice to see all of you back again. For all these fans that you say that we have, Actman, I believe it. The coffee hour has as many fans as a Kiss concert. We just don't know it yet. But they're there. And if they're not there, they're watching somewhere else. Undercover.
That or watching a dumbass TikTok video or some on Snapchat, most likely. That or
I don't
watching
get
some Twitch streamer.
I don't get TikTok. I don't understand what it is. Like, I've seen it so many times, and I physically have watched it, but I don't understand what it is. It just looks like a Snapchat or like a regular video, but then editing. Editing.
Whatever you say there, Porky Pig.
Yeah.
Son of a
Porky Pig. Yeah, I just couldn't get that out. I couldn't say it. Like, sometimes I mix up the word. If I don't say it very, like, straightforward, like I take my time, shoulder and soldier, I mix them up. If I just, like, go right into the word.
If you say it too fast.
Yeah, if I say it too fast, and I'll mix them up, so... Yeah, and then I'll have a Porky Pig moment.
You just feel stupid midway in the process trying to tell people, I meant soldier, not soldier. No.
What? Yeah, that's what they're like. But
the insecurities intensify.
They do, but, like I said, it's nothing better to have all of our loving, crazy fans here today.
In our heads. Mm-hmm.
In our heads.
All 2 people. 1.
All of them, as many
negative 5.
Maybe just 0.
Bruh. Negative 10. Because we're just that low below the ground.
We are that low below the ground, but I'm telling you, one day we're going to be so low below the ground that we're going to go all the way around the earth and we'll actually be on top of the low. So, yeah.
Well, people, you could try to grasp that because I can't even think of what he just fucking said. Especially I'm a little tired, so grasping of what he just said, I don't know, just keep on rewinding it and try to comprehend what he just said because I'm just going
to even I don't understand how it would happen, but if you can figure it out, leave some type of message or comment and let us know if you figured it out. And if you did, maybe a gold sticker. Maybe a lollipop will be rewarded.
Hashtag why you gotta be like an Avril Lavigne song.
Because if I'm not complicated, I'm nothing.
And whatever. That's on you, Vern.
Yo. I'd rather be super complicated and have nobody ever figure me out than, I forgot where I was going with it, but something like nobody knowing
be that obvious
who I am, but I want people to know who I am. So if I was complicated, nobody would know. But I also want to be complicated, so I guess it defeats the whole purpose. And
you want to be complicated in an annoying way, friendly way, if there is such thing.
Now I just feel mentally challenged, to myself.
Mentally challenging yourself of figuring out shoulder and. Shoulder.
Yeah, trying to rap what I just said to myself doesn't make sense. I can't. It's a hot mess. It's to me, it's kind of like if you had an AK-47 and there was you were in the middle of this field or whatever, and all these zombies were charging you, and you had this inner rage. And obviously, if you have inner rage, there's a bunch of zombies coming at you, and you have an AK-47. The first thing you want to do is go, "Oh, I'm going to shoot the zombies and take out my anger on them." But you know what you do? You shoot the pumpkin laying next to you doing nothing. You want to know why? Because you're afraid that pumpkin may just turn into a carriage, and that carriage may have some vacuum that sucks you into it and pulls you down into like the gates of hell, and that would just suck. So I guess I'd rather have my chances fighting zombies, not using an AK-47, than shooting a pumpkin that's going to turn into a carriage that's going to vacuum me into it, lock the door, and drag me to hell.
I'm not gonna lie, you already lost me when you already said pumpkin, and I just kind of gazed at my ceiling thinking, that fan is going really goddamn slow.
You know, speaking of fans,
like,
my fan died. The only thing that I have is like this heater duct thing that doesn't really like spin, so it just makes noise. But I kind of miss looking at the ceiling and seeing a fan just spinning around and around, because sometimes I'll just be like, okay, and I'll just watch it. But I can't do that.
You just want to gaze at a fan when you're just laying there on your couch doing nothing, just admiring the rotation of the fan itself.
Yeah, it's
what
like
is it thinking?
If I stare at it long
want?
enough, it's gonna. If I stare at it long enough, it's gonna go counterclockwise. I'll be like, come on, come on, come on, yeah! But the chance of that happening is slim to none. So
that, or just making your eyes real loopy when it's going super fast and you're trying to count each one when it's going, you know, in frantic speeds.
What if like
if you have it all the way high?
What if people who told you they could hypnotize you, like really actually couldn't do it, and the only way to be actually hypnotized was to stare at a ceiling fan?
Drugs are bad. You shouldn't do drugs.
There's always been some crazy methods, you know,
like
typical what you always see in a cartoon, like a watch, or basically anything that's rotating, or one of those weird twirly pictures.
You know what's funny is
look into this void and listen to my voice. I want you to spank your monkey while I spank my monkey. Watch you spank your monkey. That's just all kinds of wrong. That's
it won't
when
even be.
You gotta get
it won't even
out
be
of there.
spinning
You
things
better have
anymore.
a friend behind you or something to call 911.
It won't even be spinning.
Please answer 911.
It won't even be spinning objects that hypnotize people anymore. It'll be like you'll be able to eat and your cheeseburger will start hypnotizing you, but it's really not hypnotizing you. It's just telling you how fat you are.
Cheeseburgers. That cheeseburger is going to tell me how fat I am while...
Well, no. But what I'm... No. Listen. Hear me out. So what I'm saying...
bloody murder.
No. What I'm saying...
Hey, listen. All the trans fat you're about to eat through me, you're going to realize you're a piece of shit. You're just asking for cancer. And most importantly, it's like...
What I was trying to say is like... You look at a watch, someone's moving it back and forth.
Like
you say you get hypnotized, but if you look at a burger, you may think or feel like you're being hypnotized, but you're really not. You're just like looking at that burger, being like,
that burger looks mighty fine, good. Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of the day, you're like, wow, I am really fat.
I mean, we talked about this not even on the show, but you come to realize to a point when you're fat when you just walk down a block and it felt like you ran a few miles, and you only walk down the block to go to the gas station, then you realize, fuck, I'm fat and I have like zero stamina.
I feel like
stem cell research.
I feel like you really know when you're fat is like I'll use an example in my case, like if you live right next door to a grocery store and you walk to the grocery store and you felt like you climbed Mount Everest and you're just on the ground, like legs are shaking, like you can't physically get up because like your legs are just dying on you, and you're huffing and puffing and you're like short on breath. That's when you know you're fat. That's like it's like, really, you walked next door. You didn't walk a block. You walk next door and you look like you're gonna die.
Well, in your case, that you have to walk up a flight of 2 steps, anywho, so that can be kind of a little workout, but you know, not enough.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying
calories.
Well, no, I'm just saying for people who are like, I'm saying for people who maybe like live down the block, like on the street, that don't have to walk like any stairs and just physically walk there, and they're like,
oh, you're just saying,
oh my god, woo!
Let me have this hoagie with a bunch of olive oil and black peppers.
So, I'm just gonna be straight up and ask, because I've done it out of just disturbing curiosity. Did you ever like just look up a video of like a really like giant or like fat person and just watch them like try to do daily tasks and see what a struggle is and be like, that could never be me.
What?
You ever just watch a video of like a fat person like going through like doing daily like chores? Like you'd be like you'd go on YouTube and you'd be like, oh, fat person like doing laundry or something.
I mean, I never thought about putting that in my search history ever. Never came across my mind. I mean, for me, I could just watch it live over my local McDonald's if I'm that fucking bored with my time, which I could find plenty good shit to do, or that my parents have cable. I could just fucking watch My 300 Pound Life, which I've watched on a few occasions, and their stories are...
Dude, it is a bummer, son.
Because, dude, a lot of these people, I just don't get it. I was molested at the age of 8 by my own father, and the only thing that covered me was food. I mean, I don't get it, because I've never been fucked with. I mean, I feel 50-50 about it. Like, I do find that ironically funny, but it is fucked up. Like, it's a story like that.
I agree. It is fucked up, but, like, you could be like, oh, all my aunts and uncles at different points in time, like, just raped me, but then it led me to like eating crayons or eating like paper to cope with just the horror that I dealt, and it's just the one thing that always like felt right and made me like feel more relaxed, and I'll be like, what? Are you kidding me? Like, that's sad, but like crayons?
Like there was one lady that it wasn't My 300 Pound Life, but like I think it was like what the hell was this show? I can't remember exactly what it was, but it's easy to find. It was this one black lady that would eat pillowcases. Like she would take parts of like mattresses.
Yeah, I know what that is. I've watched that video before.
Dude, how the fuck do you get obsessed with eating like a full fucking mattress?
She literally was
I'm pretty sure if she went to, this is an obvious joke, you go into, for her, a buffet is just going to any Mattress King. It's simple as that. It's that fucking simple. You better keep that bitch away. I'm pretty sure they have like signs of her like restricting her out of the fucking stores because she'll take like pieces in her purse and shit.
It's literally a picture of her. And it's like, keep out.
Do not let this lady in whatsoever.
I remember watching the video, and she was just like, my bed is okay, but if you want the real stuff, my mom's bed is where it's at. She gets mad at me if she catches me, but I'm gonna try to sneak in there and grab me some mattress. And I was like, why?
Why?
Or better, like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It's funny
like,
because
why?
The one you're talking about, it was the J Body dubbed version.
Yeah, the Djibouti dub.
I'll talk about the real video, which is already like fuck that she obsessed with just eating it. This is gross.
Delicious.
But especially give that bitch a marinara sauce with a memory foam. Forget it. She's in high heaven, Shen. Heaven.
You want to know what I just realized that I don't understand? Which brings me to like this topic of things we don't understand. You want to know what I don't understand? I don't understand that, like, say, like, take ketchup, barbecue sauce, mustard, but take like all like any sauce kind of products. And if you really think about it, at the end of the day, do you wonder, because ketchup is just red. What if they just like made it like just like they're a different color and then just labeled it like, oh, barbecue sauce, but it is really just ketchup the whole time, but they just like almost like put like a food coloring or something in it to change the color. So like you in your mind you think, oh, this does taste like barbecue sauce, but it's really just ketchup that was like food coloring that changed the color. So you're really getting like ripped off because you're not thinking it through. That's what bothers me. That I'm curious about.
That's weird assumption there, Sparkums. I don't know what to.
Honestly, it just came to me.
Man.
Like,
isn't barbecue sauce just ketchup, but with some cinnamon and brown sugar in it.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I don't know.
Obviously gives it a different taste when ketchup is just mushed up tomatoes with some sugar in it and some other shit. I don't know. I ain't no fucking food chemist. Get off my goddamn buck.
That's the thing I don't understand there. Is that what? Because if that's what that is, and if that's what they really did, like I feel pretty stupid. But then again, if that's what they did, and I just figured it out, I feel also
it's definitely not food color because
no, but like
it would definitely give that dark brown look.
If the case is, if the case was that this is what they were actually doing, I feel stupid for not knowing for so long, but I'd also feel really brilliant for figuring it out.
The real question is that you should have thought of right on the spot there, Sparky, is what is mustard? No one thinks about these little things. And these are the things that you think about when the power goes out.
I think of
what the fuck is mustard?
The way if I had a guess, I would either think of it in two. I'll tell you my two ways, and then you tell me what you think. But I'm
curious of what mustard is.
I think either mustard is if SpongeBob were real, it would be like if he was giving blood, but once they give blood and they take it, they just squeeze it into a jar.
Wait, you glitched out a bit, Sparky. You glitched out a bit, so you gotta repeat that whole shindig.
Okay, so I think mustard is basically like if SpongeBob was real and he went to the doctors to give blood, because I would assume his blood would just be yellow because he's yellow, and they would just squeeze it into a bottle and just label it mustard. And if it wasn't that, it was just Pikachu's Finkel matter, like his turds.
Finkel metal.
Finkel.
You get fecal. You get metal and matter confused together. That's metal something matter. I never knew.
Pikachu's poo. I feel like they also just take that and put it into a bottle and just squeeze it out, and that could be mustard too. But I mean, those are just pretty solid assumptions.
All right, get your Pikachu ready, and be sure that you're wearing your protective electrical gloves when you do so. All right, ready, Jim? Okay, I'm ready. Pikachu!
Pikachu!
Oh, Pikachu! Oh. And then there won't be a Pikachu that wouldn't even say, Pikachu would be like, oh, Pikachu. Ah, shit! If that was hypothetically speaking, obviously, if that was the true meaning of how mustard was made, damn, aren't we humans gross? Because I like mustard on my hot dogs. Hell, sometimes on my burgers. I like to do it Wendy's style. And for you people that don't know what Wendy's style burgers are, I mean, all it is the way you would cook a burger, but your toppings would be, instead of just ketchup, you get ketchup, mayonnaise, and mustard. Those are the 3 toppings. Because they always put that on their normal Wendy's burger, so you could do it right at home, Vern.
I could do ketchup,
and by the way, fuck pickles.
I can do ketchup, like not like a lot of mayo, but like a little bit. But I can't do mustard. Can't do it. I've tried many times.
Pussy.
Can't do it. But you want to know something?
What?
Fuck pickles.
At least we can agree on that. Fuck pickles.
Dude, literally, I hate pickles. Like every time.
There's always that one There's always that one friend that looks at you as a complete sinner, just looking at you like, how do you not like pickles? Most delicious thing. No, it's the nastiest fucking sourest piece of shit that I've ever tasted in my life.
Honestly, the
fucking
worst
ruins a burger for me, ruins a sandwich for me, and why the hell would you have it with a side of chips?
Thank you. Literally, I went to Duff's just recently with the one kid I worked with at the I used to work at the when I used to work there. The one kid I still hang out with, and we went, and then his old coworker, I was one of the used to work with. We went to Duff's with her, and I got a burger and some fries, and under the fries was a pickle, and I was like, "Are you serious? Who do you think you are? Right here, right now, if I had like a katana or like any type of blade, I'd kill you. Like, how dare you have the audacity to take that pickle and allow him to build a residency on my plate but not only just build it secretly and hide under the fries as cover to think that I wouldn't find him. Upset me. Disgusting.
I mean, yeah, I mean, there'll be times where I'm just super, super hungry to the point where I will eat a pickle. Like, if this is through drive-through standards and I'm not thinking about it.
So
like,
in that
fuck
moment,
it, pay for my meal.
So if you're hungry enough, you would crave a pickle.
Pickle dick.
Did you know?
It's more of tolerating it, honestly. Like I said, through drive-through standards.
Did you know I heard this?
Drive-through, you're not even thinking about it, you're hungry, and then you're like, fuck a pickle. Yeah, fuck it,
I heard this theory that if women crave pickles, it means they're pregnant.
Really, nigga?
Isn't it with any woman that they'll just basically eat like a stoner? Like, they would basically have like a pickle fried sandwich, ketchup, and mustard, and just anything that has food on top of food with more food.
I mean, they crave anything, but supposedly, like, if you like specifically want a pickle, it could say it states that you're pregnant, which doesn't make much sense to me, and I don't understand how that would be. That's like sitting there and saying, someone going,
and again,
yo, if you crave a pickle, that means you're pregnant. That means that could be as stupid as saying, yo, if like I'm craving M&Ms, it means I'm about to orgasm. Like what? It's just that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Yo, I want an M&M, and I just want to fuck everybody. But that person's extremely bi and extremely gross. Dude. The meaning of life of knowing your personality and what you're craving, what your horniness stands by based on food.
What if, like,
orgasms, M&Ms, jerking off, Milky Way.
Yeah, like if different foods just made you feel different ways. Like, could you imagine? Like, just
no.
I couldn't even fathom like how that would feel like. What if you just had like stuffing and then you just had like blatant rage and you just like attacked like everyone until you just like what?
Or like attack anything on your path.
Yeah, just like literally, you're walking down the street, anyone gets in your way, you just like smite them right there. All because you ate a spoonful of stuffing.
I had something, all right. Just cut me some slack. It'll wear down within an hour and a half or so.
It's just like I'm walking down the street, coming like downwards, and you're coming up the street going the other way, and you ate like a spoonful of stuffing, and you see me, and you're like, motherfucker, and I'm just like, whoa, sir, what seems to be issue here? I ate a spoonful of stuffing today, and I am fucking mad! And I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna kill you, and you're like, and I'm like, oh no!
Dude, I know you're trying to do like the psycho noise, like ring, 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 but you just sounded like a dolphin having an orgasm. You just gave it M&Ms.
I'm a killer dolphin who ate stuffing, who can breathe on land.
He said M&Ms. Because that just sounded like a dolphin humping. Oh yeah, give it to me.
Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby.
That stuff, that sweet, that funky stuff.
Oh man, I never got to swim with a dolphin yet, and so a part of me still wants to, but a part of me is just like, what if that dolphin tries to get like down and dirty? Like, what if that dolphin like ate something that made him like sexually active, and like he just like rapes me? Like, I won't be in my like I won't be like on land, so like I'd have like the weaker advantage, and he'd be if I was in the water, he'd have like all the advantage. So, and like, you just never know what's gonna happen.
This just in on the 12 o'clock news. Man raped by a dolphin. Flipper wanted to flip his flipper on this ginger boy.
Dolphin had the advantage due to the fact that the human was in the water with the dolphin and was too far away from land to escape. You know what else I
And
just
then
realized?
we also got a quote from the dolphin. He said he was asking for it.
You know what I just came to realize? That
What?
dolphin, like when dolphins.
Is that the dolphin came on you?
Well, I mean, if he came on me in the water, I don't think I'd really feel it because like I'd already be wet. But I like if he was like, yo, I just totally blew a load all over you. I'd be like, oh, I didn't.
He
I didn't.
starts talking normal, like after he's done screeching, just.
Oh, by the way, I did blow a load on you, so have fun with that.
I just blew a load all over you. Just wanted to let you know. Here's a wet nap to clean yourself up.
Clean yourself up, bitch.
You can see like a towel, but obviously it's still covered, just soaked beyond belief.
I just get out and I'm so scarred by it that I wind up going to counseling and the one counselor's talking to me on the phone, and at first he's like and I thought like maybe he was just like he was like excuse me I thought he was just coughing, so I was like, oh no worries, and I get there and then my counselor is actually the dolphin who raped me.
So
it seems that you're
Ready for round 2? Tell me after this. Tell me how you feel, so I can jot it down.
No, but like what I came to realize was that like when dolphins like are not just going like making the single noise, but when they're making like it's almost like that laughter kind of sound when they're continuously doing it.
You mean that?
It's more like a more high pitched version of Elmer Fudd's laugh.
I guess.
To an extent, like I'm just sitting here thinking of like dolphins, and all of a sudden I'm thinking of Elmer Fudd, and I was like, there's a few similarities.
Only you have the creative 30 seconds to think about that somehow and add it up together.
Well,
somehow.
I mean, let alone we're talking about dolphins just being like, yo,
raping people.
Yeah, I feel like
pure dolphin rape.
I feel like because like it's just been something I've always wanted to do. Like I feel like just with my luck, that's what would happen. But I feel like for you that it wouldn't be a dolphin at all. And
what would you assume?
I mean,
where is this going?
I mean, for you, I'd sum it up to the point like I know you like that you like whales, but a whale would kill you in the matter of seconds because like you wouldn't be able. You'd be like, I can handle it. At the end of the day, no. Yeah,
for starters, why would I want to?
In recent news, a man walked up to a whale and said, I can handle this dick, but he couldn't, and he died. Man died, but I think he could handle whale penis.
Okay, first of all, what would you mean? Why would you think that I will go in the water for straight whale penis? Do you know me? Like, yeah.
You like Free Willy?
I like orca whales, but not to that extent of I want to be raped and killed by one. That was never my full intention as a kid or even as a grown-ass man. I don't know what occurred in your mind to think that I want to be killed and raped by a whale.
Maybe you have a secret.
You have to go back to therapy for that one because I can't even give a straight answer for that, Vern.
Maybe you have secret
people.
whale.
I always don't know that one of my favorite, ocean animals is orca whales. But this guy took it to a whole fucking weird route.
You might have a secret whale fetish.
No. Secret whale fetish. Okay.
But I was
Getting
gonna
raped
say,
by a killer whale would be the worst fucking thing. That would be like fucking tackled and gang raped by a whole NFL team, dude. It's just you and a bunch of big ass dudes.
I feel
That's
like
the most unfun time in anybody's life.
you just be like sitting on the shore, just relaxing.
That'd be the worst way to die.
You be sitting out on the shore, and this whale will just like come up out of the water, and be like, "Hey, how's it going?" And you'll be like,
wait.
Are you a talking whale?"
No, I'd just be like, dude, how you talking right now? Well, I don't know, but all I know is,
You got a sweet ass.
wait a minute, just going, and I'll end up
You
ever see when an orca attacks a seal? Instead of like him like chomping on my ass. Somehow we get on his flippers and just bring me underneath the water.
Get my penis in you.
The whale, you'll be like, wait, why are you complimenting my ass? You'll be like, the whale will be like, you know what today is, right? And you'll be like, no.
Dude.
The whale will be like, yo,
Okay, son,
he'll be like, it's Thanksgiving, bitch.
Or Thanksgiving.
Time to stuff that turkey. Starts pulling you under. You grab onto the pole on the shore, holding on, screaming. The whale's like, come on, damn it, I'm hungry. And you're just like, no, please, have mercy. I want to stuff you.
Dude, have you ever seen pictures of whale semen? It's basically like the size of your fucking 5'3" body. So I would just, dude, if I ever got raped by a whale, I would instantly not only be murdered but explode by whale semen.
You
You'll just see
be
this
like,
explosion. Just
no, it's like you be under the water and other people will be on the show, but like, oh my god, what can we do to save? All of a sudden, it's not even like
everybody would be like, everybody's Snapchatting this and shit, and everybody's TikToking.
Instagramming, and it's like there's not even a full explosion. All you see in the water is, and you see one little bubble pop up
of blood and semen.
It's that, or you like just fly like a fucking rocket like out of the water all the way to like you're just like flying in the sky, like there's just nothing left of you, like as you're just shooting up to the sky, your body's decaying on the way.
Just slowly, just ripped apart, going back into the water.
Yeah, you're just like. Decay.
Not even, just fucking just blown to bits. Oh my god.
At first I was gonna go with a lizard, but then I remembered you liked whales.
Yes, but I would never be pleased ever to fuck any animal because that shit's gross.
Well, no,
it's just ain't right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to either. I feel like.
Why? Does that come across your mind?
What?
You just look at some squirrel and be like, I'll stick my thing in that squirrely.
Get over here, boy.
Who's the real sick man here?
I don't
I'm
know.
Just a plain old asshole. Not a sick man. There's a difference.
It all started with the dolphin.
You can't catch the difference. You need help. What?
It all started with the dolphin, and it just progressed worse.
Yep, this is people that don't
also
know us, and if you ever, well, I'm just, whoever's listening to this is us just on the normal. We could be at Little Caesars talking about this out loud, just me and him. It's not like we're looking for attention. We just talk about it, and that's really it. And people just look over like, what kind of subjects are you guys talking about?
Well, you got to remember, like, when we were at Wendy's at one time, and, like, you and me and...
I knew you were going to bring that up because I was going to
Yeah, of course. Well, it's the most, like, iconic,
so,
like...
Okay, here's a story that I'll let Sparky speak about of our normal weird-ass conversations.
So, there's one day, me, Actman, and our friend, we call him Farmer Brown, were at a Wendy's. And, well, we were just talking about, like, regular, ridiculous things, all until we were like, yo... my friend Jake goes, you want to know how to get super rich? And I'm like, what's that? He goes, whale sperm. Like, that shit is like...
Actually, that was me.
Oh, was it you? Or was it you? I thought it was Farmer Brown.
Because the reason why I say that, because at that time, I saw the documentary Blackfish, which is a good documentary on Netflix. I recommend watching it, whoever... Even if you're not interested in whales, just but the story behind Shamu and his, what was his real name? Like Tilikum, I think was his like first given name. But the rest of the story, it's just crazy how they treat these poor animals. But it's crazy. Whale sperm goes for a lot of money, and I brought that up.
Yeah, so like
I said, and we got regular shitty jobs. I'm just thinking. Jokingly, like, hey, we should go on the black market and just, fish for fucking whale sperm and make $50,000.
And then at that point, after you said that, me and Jake were like, yo, no, that's not good enough. We need to kidnap a whale. Like, yo, like, we need to kidnap it, and then we gotta, like, jerk it off. So, like, yo, like, Actman, you'll get, like, the base. Jake, you would get like the middle, and I'd get like the tip, and we'd just be like, hi ho.
Though that would never work because
Can
a
you
whale is like as heavy as a
hi-ho,
goddamn
hi-ho,
transportation
we're
bus.
just in the whale we go.
Like I just imagine us like having a forklift in the middle of a fucking freeway with a half-dead whale.
Could you imagine, like,
Only us would manage.
Could you imagine if in that moment, like, as the whale was like on its final moments on the freeway with a forklift, he just blows a load, like he literally would wipe out the entire freeway. Like it'd be like a fucking a sticky tsunami.
A sticky what?
A sticky tsunami. Literally would take out millions. All cars for that 1 second would be like basically super glued together, and it'd just be catastrophic. It'd be something.
Dude, we would definitely end up on Fox News and CNN for sure.
Oh yeah, can you imagine?
First people to go after us, besides them, would be the animals' rights activists.
Could you imagine
ever did such a thing, or anybody for that matter?
Could you imagine like being in jail and the one guy's like, "Yo, I stabbed somebody and shot up an orphanage. What'd you do? Oh yeah, me and my 3 buddies kidnapped a fucking whale and pulled it on the freeway until it blew a load and wiped out the entire fucking freeway and killed thousands of people."
Maybe kill like, thousands, just block it. Maybe kill a few people, but then it's mostly just fucking bunch of whale blubber all over the place.
And he'll be like,
he'll be like, ours.
I can just imagine him just like hearing that story, be like, "Oh, I'm not gonna mess with you."
Not even be confused as fuck. Like, what the fuck? Hey man, that whale sperm, a lot of money.
Oh, here's an interesting topic. So, say you were arrested, and you were in jail, and a bunch of these guys were,
what am I arrested for?
I'm going to get to that in a second. So,
okay.
You get arrested, you're in jail, and all these guys are coming at you, and, like, obviously, what happens in jail is whatever. So, you're sitting there, and all those guys are just like, if you have a story, or you say you've done something that's, like, super bad or crazy, normally they'll stay away from you because, like, they'll be like, well, this dude's a badass. But in your case, you did nothing that was that bad, but they saw it as the most heinous act ever and were frightened by you. What did you do?
What did I do? You said you were going to get to the point of what I'd done, of why I'm in
jail.
Yes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Then I'm asking you. What, like, completely, like, not even violent act, not even an act to be arrested for. What crime did you commit that wasn't even a crime at all, that would have scared all these men away from doing whatever they were going to do?
Okay, let's twist this around a little bit. So let's say it's a sensitive jail in our weird student nation domination, no constipation imaginations here. Mm-hmm. And it would be a sensitive jail, and the most craziest thing that is illegal, but it's really not that crazy, that they would keep away. They'd be like, dude, that's fucking insane. Wait,
dude, you don't understand. That was completely nuts, what you just did. That was completely nuts. Completely nuts. ASMR. That shit's gay. I'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay. To get back on topic. So, what have I done?
What did you do?
I fucking jaywalked, man.
Whoa.
I jaywalked!
Please, stay away!
That's right. Walked down the street, cop was right there, I didn't care. I needed to get to my destination. But not on the crosswalk. I'm not that blind.
This dude jaywalked, man! Stay away from this guy, he's crazy!
That's right. Better stay away from him.
You want to know what I did? You want to know what I did?
Does it involve a mattress?
no, even worse.
What could
So-
that be?
So like during Halloween time, how like stores like Walmart, Tops, and
Mhm.
Dashes have pumpkins outside the front of their store you can buy.
By the way, for people that don't live up north, that's
I went up to
local
one of
grocery
those
stores
stores.
up north.
I went up to
Okay,
one of those
continue.
stores, and I painted a smiley face on a pumpkin.
Dude.
Yeah.
fucking gnarly.
People were like,
Dude, that's
thought the pumpkin was staring at them, and they were like
fucking
really scared. And when the cops came and they arrested me, they just saw me sitting next to that pumpkin smiling, and they were like,
farted.
"Whoa, whoa."
Damn, that was a lot of gas burn. I don't know if that caught on the microphone. Woo! I'm gonna be feeling that later.
Thank God it did not, but yeah.
That you don't have to smell it in Delta.
Could you imagine if you could just like seep a fart through like the speakers through somebody else's speaker?
That would
While,
suck.
like,
Your case. Anybody's
Fart
case,
mail?
really. Fart mail, there you go.
what if you could send fart mail? Like someone you just don't like, you just rip a
Fart.
solid like wet ass fart in like an envelope and just seal it. You know if
It could just be to anonymous or from anonymous.
yeah,
Or
you know
they-
if you plan it
What's that?
well enough, in like those like titanium or like metal bottles, if you plan it quick enough, if you like fart into that bottle and close it, it'll actually stay in there.
Yeah. That'd be pretty gross, but hey. Well, revenge on
Right.
someone, that's one way to do it.
I have used that revenge. I've done that.
Anyways, I remember our last episode that, a segment we have that's pretty basic, although we've been on already weird topics, is or just conversation in general, is what grinds my gears. So Sparky, what is a thing on the normal or even once in a while that grinds your gears? What grinds your gears?
Honestly, one of the things that grinds my gears is people have no sympathy for anyone else in general. Like, and I don't mean just like, oh no, he's fallen, I'm not going to help him get up, which also does suck. But say if someone sneezes, there's not a God bless you anymore. No one holds the door open if you're walking into a mall or into a store that has doors you physically need to open that aren't automatic. No one holds the door for people anymore. There's no more decency. Like, there's just, like, straight disrespect, and it really grinds my gears.
That seems like a normal thing to be grind about, but, there's still some decency in that, but I was thinking of more like one thing that people like to call pet peeves, but in the words, to quote George Carlin, is, wait, real quick, to quote George Carlin, instead of calling pet peeves, you call them your major psychotic fucking hatreds. So, I would say one of my major psychotic fucking hatreds would be, let's say you're forced to go into a regular, cashier aisle instead of the self-checkout because maybe it's too full, and maybe the regular cashiers are, lower in the line.
Mm-hmm.
While there's somebody ahead of you that just got in, and then you came in, but you have one item, but they have, like, multiple, like, bunch of stuff before they even lay it down onto the cashier on the roller thing. Speaking of, sympathy, like, hey, man, feel sorry for me that, well, not even really, let me twist that around. Let me recap that. More being understanding, like, oh, this person has one item, and we can make this process faster if that person goes ahead of me because they only have one item. Although there's some people that they're like, no, thank you. All right, just let them go. Just fucking let them drag out of the water. Just fucking.
I freaking hate that.
It's like grab it, let them go back in the water. Just let it go. Just let it go.
That's the worst.
But
I agree with that.
and they don't let you through.
Oh, that's the worst. I agree. I completely agree. I have been in lines where this lady will have, like, she'll only have 4 items, and I'll have 1. And she'll be there for, like, 10 fucking minutes. She'll be like, oh, well, I have this coupon for this. Can I use this coupon? But I was like,
Oh, God. That's another...
That's so funny. Like, I'm getting this for my dog, but then I realized that my dog's not home, and he's actually at my sister's because I just got back from vacation. Silly me. Bitch! Fucking get rid of the dog food. You don't need it right now. Cash out to the 3 items and get the hell out of my way. Like, it happens all the time, and it's insane.
Well, you
and
do live in a... Well, in your case, you do live in an area where there's a lot of old people. And I mean ridiculous. A lot of old people that would have a shit ton of coupons. And especially, it's coupons that are always out of date.
It's like they open up a phone book.
Always out of date.
It's like a phone book. Like,
expired
for like 10 minutes. R-L? R-O. R-O-U. It's like, move! Like, at this point, like, don't you have a food stamp card at this point? Like, what? Come on! Like, swipe your food stamp card, pay it that way, and move on. Well, honestly, and I thought of something that actually, one little thing that pisses me off so bad is people who smack their lips when they eat.
Oh, like, and I'll eat your baby.
Yep, and I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, ribs. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, ribs. Chili! That, yeah, no, that, I honestly hate that so much. It irritates the shit out of me. I'll be sitting there, like, you can't hear anything, you hear, and that's like, what's wrong with you? Where were you born? Where did you come from?
Were you born outside of the China Wall from the departure of the Mongolians?
I don't understand where these people come from. Like, it's like you're not slapping ass, you're literally smacking your lips.
Slapping your...
One is understandable, the other one isn't.
Slapping your ass with your lips.
No, I mean, like, I can understand somebody wanting to slap some ass or whatever. Like, don't get me wrong, any guy would like to do that. Or any lesbian, I guess. But, like...
I think any straight person, but they just don't want to admit it.
Yeah, but, like, smacking lips? Like, come on. No.
Like, no, yo. It just seems super, like, unnecessary. Like, what the hell's your problem? Oh, shit, that was too funny. The smallest thing becomes funny.
That's like all the things that, like, I can think of at that moment that grinds, like, our gears is like...
Yeah, that'll definitely settle that for this episode, for sure. Multiple psychotic fucking hatreds for that, you know.
In between that and dolphins. But otherwise, you know what I totally just thought of right now?
What's that? I can't even imagine.
Well, I don't expect you to imagine. What if, like...
Of course, we don't.
No. What if, like, there was a person who, say, went into, like, a carpet store and liked this carpet, like, a lot, and they wanted to, like, put it... You buy it, but they didn't want to put it in their home. What if they wanted to use that carpet as a new hairstyle? And, like, then they called it carpet hair.
I mean, the only craziest thing that I can think of is somebody that's bald naturally from birth. They just can't have hair growth. Maybe they have eyebrow hair, bro. Eyebrow hair growth, but they can't get regular scalp hair growth. So they would just go, instead of buying a wig, for some odd reason, they think a rug would look better.
Yeah, and they just like, oh, this
just put That and they would just put, probably super glue it. That way it stays on.
What?
That's what I imagine.
Would you? What? In what? From anyone that you could think of that has this look, if not, that's fine. But from any character, if it's real, not real, person, whatever, if your eyebrows were upside down, what, do you imagine yourself looking like? Is there anyone that you know or any character that you've seen that has eyebrows that are upside down that you would feel like you would look like if your eyebrows were upside down?
What? I just feel like eyebrows are upside down.
Yeah.
I don't understand what you're trying to get at, son.
Like, do you know any like cartoon characters or like any like if it's not a cartoon, comic book character, anyone where their eyebrows were upside down, and then you imagined if your eyebrows were upside down that you'd look like that person?
You're getting me lost here, son. So, take an eyebrow and put it to my eyebrow? I'm really lost here.
Take your eyebrows and flip them upside down.
Just my eyebrows and flip upside down.
Would you feel like
you mention a cartoon character then?
Well, no, because I'm asking is if at that point, after you flipped your eyebrows, would you feel like you resembled some type of character?
No, I would think everybody, instead of me looking pissed all the time, everybody will probably think I'm sad and worried. Because the shape of the eyebrows being upside down. Think about it. If you put it upside down, it looks just, you know how, for example, cartoon eyes always has that U shape when they're sad, when there's expression of sadness. It's always like a shape like a U.
Yeah.
So that's why I would figure it just look ridiculous.
Oh, here's an interesting question.
Oh my god. What?
It's been mentioned. This is more of like an averagely normal question, actually. It's been mentioned slightly before. So say
you mean normal in our case, or actually
no, like actually, like normal. So say like you're walking in a park or you're out in public, basically. Mm-hmm. What would you say are like the top 3 like very like nice compliments people have said like about your body or like just anywhere on you? Like what are the most 3 like probably like nicest compliments that you had gotten from somebody that were like odded you, like made you kind of feel like kind of weird, but like at the same time you didn't question it?
This nigga gay.
What, compliment me on my body?
Yeah, it was your body or your face or your hand or well, like what were like 2 or 3 times where you were like complimented by somebody just randomly out of the blue, like it couldn't even been somebody that you didn't even know, and you were just like, thanks.
I mean, I even said this to you off the show. It's just I've been complimented by plenty of gay people, and it's funny because people that don't know me or try to get to know me, they think I hate gay people, but no, I don't. In fact, I do get compliments from the gays because it's on the normal. It's nice to get compliments once in a while, even if it's something weird. For example, here, well, I already told you this story, but something to talk about for the show. So I wanted to get a hat over at the hell was it? That was the store, Spencer's, and I got a Luigi hat. I got it specifically for a video that unfortunately I don't know how long till I can release it because of my buddy Shreddy Wheats in the band we're in, did a cover of I Don't Want to Be Me by Typo Negative, where I do the drums. But the spoiler is I'm dressed like Luigi, so I have the whole getup, I have the hat, overalls, green shirt. But anyways, I needed a hat, so I remember seeing that hat, so I went over to Spencer's, and the cashier was obviously gay. The flamboyant, posture, asking me, make sure you find everything today, sir. With the hands sprinkled outward. It almost looks like his fingers are broken, with the way they talk and stuff like that, like kind of the stereotypical thing.
Yeah.
But after, he was cashing me out and stuff, obviously he didn't have to do this. Any cashier would be like, okay, have a good day, sir, whatever, shit like that. He stopped me before I turned around. He's like, by the way, you have a really nice beard. This is when I had a super long beard at the time. Yeah, and I was just like, oh, thanks. Took a long ass time to grow. And then, I know for some people, like, oh, well, that's just normal, but think about it. He didn't have to stop. He could have said it midway when he was talking, but he didn't. Or maybe he couldn't think that fast-paced. But I'm pretty sure he found me, attractive, which, simple, take the compliment. Just don't touch me downstairs where my Vinny and Debbie and Oscar Mayer is, okay? That's the only restriction. I mean, no one wants that feeling. Unless you give the consent, but I don't. Even to a woman, if it's just out of nowhere, it's like, what the fuck's your problem, lady? That shit hurts.
And now that you say that, it reminds me of a very true story.
Let me tell a second story that I told you. This is more of my popular one that actually happened.
Okay.
I mean, obviously the other story actually happened, but this one definitely sticks with me. It's definitely one of those stories. We hang out with people at a bar, a bonfire. A story to repeat and tell over and over again. But I was just walking one day. I forgot where I was going, but there were a couple. This one guy was just kind of going. I'm like, what the fuck's this guy probably giggling at me? Runs over to me because we're at two separate sidewalks on the street, and he's just like, let me just tell you something. You have a great facial, body structure, like on my cheekbones or something like that. And I was just sitting there super confused, and I'm just thinking, that's weird that he stopped me to tell me that, but that's also nice of him. I just said, thanks. I was like, kind of giggling, ran back, like, just wanted to tell me how my cheekbone structure was excellent to the point where he would probably want to sit on my face. But I take it as a compliment, simple as that.
He wanted
like, were you fit? But, women that get offended, like, the guy said that I have big boobs, that is so rude. Hey, at least he didn't touch him or she, unless you give consent to anybody. As long as it's not touching, they're just saying how great your, tatas or your bader is. Take the compliment, man. It's easy as that. Just take the compliment. Take it as a compliment. I mean, it could be worse, obviously. But take it as a compliment. Simple as that.
Regarding your first...
Take the awkward compliment. That's how it is. That's how I see it. Take the awkward compliment.
Going back to your first story, like you were saying, like how, at the end of it, they're like, even if a woman came up and like grabbed your shaft, you'd be like, yo, like what the hell's wrong? What's wrong with you? Whatever. I was watching one of Bill Burr's comedy skits earlier this morning, and he was just like, I was sitting there in the back, and I was in a different country.
This was his new one.
Yeah, and he didn't know like how to go about it or whatever. And the one lady just walks by and flicks the top of his dick, and flicks the tip of his dick. He goes, "What the hell?" Like I'm sitting there thinking, "What the hell was that? Why is she flicking the tip of my dick?" And in that moment, I'd be just as concerned. I mean, I wouldn't complain. Like he said, he was just like, other men would just be like, "Whoa, if you want to come back and flick it again, I'll just drop my pants and let's get it on." Whatever. I mean, like, most people would be like that. But, like, I'd be like, yo, like, get back here and, like, apologize to my dick. Like, why did you flick it? Like, who do you think you are? But, as far as...
While you're kind of holding your dick in pain because that slow flickering pain's like, oh,
the soft hits on a dick are the absolute worst. They're the worst. You get punched hard, it'll hurt, but someone lightly gives you a little tap, it's almost like you died and then you came back. It's awful. It is the worst. And honestly, I'm gonna say it, and I
would describe it as like a kind of like a quick bruise that could turn on. It's just saying, fuck.
Now
kind of hard to walk with. You have to sit, stand there maybe on a corner of a wall for a second, like, god damn it.
Now, here's the thing. I don't know who's gonna listen to this, so you never know who's gonna listen or whatever to our beautiful talk besides our millions of fans. But I'm just gonna
In our
clarify,
heads.
not to.
In our heads.
It's
In our heads.
our fans, our fans, our fans. Anyway.
You just start crying. You're like, I'm so sad. Do better. This is funny.
Anyway, I'm going to say this just straight up. Any person, any woman who is out there getting a sex change and getting a penis, and you come up and you tell me there's a good idea, I'm going to lightly tap you, and you're gonna feel the pain. You're going to know what it feels like. And then you're going to be like, you know what? I might have made the wrong choice.
That's what I wonder if they do. That'd be... Well, I mean, this is just us, man.
Yeah.
Do they feel that same pain?
I don't know. Honestly,
I honestly image it. Obviously, this could be the biggest exaggeration of just like a fucking...
Oh, no, go ahead.
Like two turkey necks and one sausage. Strapped together. That's all I image. It's just display. They don't feel the pain.
Two turkey necks and a sausage, he says.
I mean,
Oh, God.
I don't know how doctors work it. If there's a doctor that would comment on this subject on the coffee hour, Mr. Doctor or Mrs. because equality here. How the hell does that work? Do they have the same nerve pain that a man can get when they get flicked in the dick or kicked in the dick?
Please, let us
I
know.
actually want to know. I know it's
'Cause
a
if
weird
not-
thing to wonder about, but it's just... I don't know.
I'm going to find this out, and I will know, because that's actually one of the most curious things I think I've been curious about in a really long time. Even though it's slightly odd to be curious about, I want to know.
Right. Yeah. Because all I image is if you kick one of these trannies, in that area, would they feel anything?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I
See?
don't know.
Like, what? I don't know, man. Then again, doctors can work in great mysterious ways. Or worse. Depends. It's all different. It's like gambling. Either you win or lose.
Yeah, that's...
Or you're somewhere in the middle, but that's rare.
Those are definitely... It's definitely a question and an answer that I'm going to get. I'm going to figure it out, and when I do...
How are you gonna do that?
Oh, look, have you ever doubted any time I thought of something utterly ridiculous needed an answer that I wasn't going to find it out? But here's the thing, is a question like this is not a question you can just look up on Google. This is a question you need. You need the facts. You need the real stuff. I'm going out in the world, and I'm going to figure it out. I'm gonna find this answer out. And when I do, next time we have when we have our following episode, it's going to be one of the first things I bring up. I will explain to all of you lovely fans in our heads, what the answer is. Oh, you know what? That's what it was. That's the other thing that I know that grinds your gears. The things that grind your gears as well is I don't know how to word it, but like the people who sing like he's on the top of my head. My God, it's right there. It's shiitake mushrooms. Like Creed, and anyone that is the voice of the guy, like the lead singer who sings from Creed, I know like there's just that voice for some reason like just grinds your gears.
I mean, that could have been saved for next episode, but yes, that Creed vocal, or it's same as fucking Days of the New or Three Doors Down, bands like that where it's just it's like they're breathing and try to say R's in every sentence they say. I don't understand.
Can you take me higher to a place where
It's almost like it's almost like Scooby-Doo, like, is just having an asthma attack while trying to pronounce his R's, but he's also
Although we
like,
pronounce nothing but everything in R's.
just everything is in R, but he's also having like a little asthma attack, so it sounds like he's breathing a lot. And then for some reason,
That'd be utterly ridiculous.
what?
What?
Alright.
You ordered a pickle? What? What's wrong with you?
You
What?
wanted to take your pickle? What?
Are you stupid?
Don't you
What?
hide mouth? What?
You pregnant? What? Is it mine? What?
That questions you a lot, Mr. Austin. A lot.
What if, like, you know what we should do? Is I'm thinking, like, when you're at a restaurant and some woman's just eating a pickle, be like, so I noticed you're eating a pickle. Does that mean you're pregnant? My next question, is it mine?
You do that. And make sure it's like a 67-year-old woman.
And I'll be like, so excuse me, Queen Elizabeth. I've noticed that you're eating a pickle over there, and I was just wondering, is my baby gonna be royalty? And she'll be like, excuse me, be like, yo, like, is my baby gonna be royalty?
And am I gonna get some money out of that shit?
Is my baby gonna come out like just flinging out hundreds of dollars? like
I have no words for you.
I
have no words for you. Is my baby gonna be made out of thousands of dollars? Okay. That's how it works.
Oh.
Basic anatomy, folks.
I thought of another question. So.
What is that?
You're on a ski lift, and you look to your left.
No, I'd never be on a fucking ski lift. Fuck skiing.
You're on a ski lift. You look to the left.
Mm-hmm. There
is a person there that you would never expect to be sitting next to you. Who is it? Could be anybody, fictional, non-fictional, don't matter. Who's sitting next to you? Someone you would, but it's gotta be someone you don't really want to be there, but you think you might be able to deal with.
I mean, I would say the funny scenario would be me sitting next to it was just on the tip of my tongue. I can't figure it out now. I don't know. I don't like a lot of people. Somebody that I feel on the average about. Because it would be a lot more interesting if it was somebody real.
It could be someone real. Like I said, it could be anyone. Like, if you want it to be real, it can be.
I know, but it'll be a lot more interesting if, in a real hypothetical situation. Although I'll never fucking go skiing. Fuck skiing. Stupid. Well, man, let me go fucking golfing. Fucking high water shorts and go after a ball for how many hundreds of yards? Fuck that. I think I'll have a lot more fun just staring at the grass.
I'd just be like, yo, look how far I hit that ball. Somebody go get that, please.
Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here.
Anyways, I would, you know what? I would hate to be with me on a ski lift is Matthew McConaughey.
I could understand that.
But okay, what would be much more funny than that is Leonardo DiCaprio. I'll just be look at him. I'll just look at him and just be a typical person. I'm pretty sure millions of people done it. If I would have been the first, and I'm the genius that I think that I am, is be like, yo, that bitch left you hanging in that water, Jack. That bitch left you hanging. Her fat fucking ass gonna switch around. You were shark food that night, shun.
Honestly, somebody who I would not mind sitting next to on a ski lift would be Tom Cruise. The reason why I'd be like, hey Tom, are
You know
you?
what's funny? I can see you guys like being instant friends. I swear to God. Like, you ever see interviews with that guy? Like, he's just like off the fucking wall. He's definitely in Wacky World for sure, and he's been there longer than you were ever fucking born.
I'd be like, hey Tom, so look, I come across a little bit of a problem here. He goes, oh yeah, what's that? I'd be like, so I never
movie sucked.
I didn't want to be on the ski lift originally, but I've noticed that you somehow have managed to save the world so many times, being in the same action movie with the same exact scenario, but about sometimes the same people over and over again. So, what are the chances that you're going to be able to save me right now from this ski lift? And a person that I would not prefer to be on a ski lift with would have to be... Honestly, I wouldn't want to be on a ski lift with Steve Harvey, because I feel like sometimes, like, not only is his mustache very distinguished, but sometimes it's like the only thing I feel like people pay attention to. It's like he could be talking, but all you hear around you is complete quiet, and all you see is a mustache.
No,
And I
while
feel like
he's talking, like it's like your focus is on his mustache while he's talking. All you hear is money, like.
I feel like I would find his mustache incredibly intimidating. I feel like I look at my because like I can't grow a good mustache, so I would find his mustache intimidating, and have to be sitting on a ski lift with him, staring at his mustache the entire time, would bother me after a period of time. So I would not want to be on a ski lift with Steve Harvey.
It's because he's black, you piece of shit garbage.
It's because of his mustache, god damn it!
That's just why you can't reason with real people. That's what I think of him in my head. You should make a sci-fi horror movie based on social justice warriors. I think
That'd be a horror movie I'd see.
Social justice warriors attack.
And it's like the social justice warriors from the great beyond, or from the depths.
Yeah. From the
Coming-
depth 9 of outer space.
Coming up now, social justice warriors, or whatever, space attack.
Space attack Earth.
And it's just a bunch of social justice warriors coming down.
That makes sense. What's that?
That would be if people made movies about stuff like that, or even like if it was a zombie movie and it was just straight up as plain and simple as Attack of the Feminists, I'd go see it.
Attack of the Zombie Feminists.
Attack
they
of the
only
Zombie
attack
Feminists.
men.
and when they attack men, they don't physically kill them. They just like corner them into the point where they think they're gonna die, and then they just yell at them for countless hours, and that's the entire movie.
Just yell at them for countless hours.
And that's the entire movie. But then when the men think that's all it is, and they can't, and they actually do try to escape, like the ladies will, the feminist zombies will swing, and then the men will be scared and go back to the corner just to yell some more.
That and realizing that they're all zombie feminists, it doesn't matter if you kill them off anyway, so they're nothing but a disease, inside and out. So
see, like those are horror movies I could go see, and I wouldn't like worry about. And the thing is, too, like I don't remember my dreams to begin with anyway. Any of them, very rarely, I don't. Whatever, but like for some reason with scary movies, like, I'll have like little like nightmares, but like I'll be like awake when I'm having them, and I'll be like, oh my god, I'll hear something, and be like, oh. I'm being attacked, or whatever. So, like, to watch a movie like that, I'd be okay. I could watch zombie feminists, or...
But
What I was talking about before, when I was numerous times that I've been talking really close to the microphone and whispering very awkwardly and doing this with it for some reason, you know. ASMRs, they are the most strangest shits I've ever fucking seen. I think it's the most retarded thing that I've ever seen on the internet. I mean, there's plenty, but there's something else.
You know, you want to know something that I couldn't see you doing, but at the same time, like, Like,
I would ruin an ASMR real fucking quick. You know what those are, right?
not completely. If you describe it, I
Okay,
might.
so-
I might.
All right, because I discovered this through Shreddy Wheats,
Okay.
our buddy Shreddy Wheats. He showed me this thing. It involved what was it? It was like an animated version of it where apparently ASMR, I forgot what it stands for. I'll put it right here for what it stands for, in case you don't want to look it up real quick. I'm pretty sure you would. Fuck it, I'm putting it up anyway, so fuck you. Anyways, ASMR involves people, they whisper. They always whisper. Apparently, it's supposed to deal with, it's like weird whispers and noises that supposed to help people sleep. Apparently, some shit like that. It is the weirdest shit that's just super uncomfortable.
That's weird.
Oh, totally. And Shreddy Wheats show me this video of Goku from Dragon Ball Z. It's supposed to be you fighting him, but instead of, for anybody that's seen Dragon Ball Z ever, they're always yelling constantly, even in dialogue or when they're powering up or taking a mad shit. Be funny if they were.
Or going through a divorce.
That'd be funnier for some reason. But the whole time that this ASMR, it's supposed to be you fighting Giku. I know what I said. Because Imogen, it just amazes me that people are interested in this shit. Because the thing is, believe it or not, I try not to be biased what people can get into with certain things. Maybe some of them, obviously, it could be like fucked up ones. Especially fetishes, obviously. But I really try not to be biased when people like the animated story time telling and all that crap and let's plays. I really try not to be biased and try to give them a watch, and I have no fucking interest. I really don't. But anyway, to get back to the point is, because I'm making this way too long, is that you're fighting Goku, and the whole time Goku's talking to you, even when you're supposedly supposed to be fighting, he is whispering throughout the whole dialogue, and it's so weird. He's just like, "Hey, are you ready to train? Okay, here we go." And then he makes the sound effects also, just like pew 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 pew. I'll send you a video after the show, Sparky. It's so fucking weird. And then, especially a lot of them, they roleplay, just like that one. And I saw one for like a video game store. It's just some girl just like, "Oh, hey." And she's just going like that, like making tapping and scratching noises on a Super Nintendo controller. I'm thinking, if I saw this shit at any game store, I'd be like, "What kind of psychedelics you're on? Because I think you need to go home. I know I don't work here, but it looks like you can't even function if you're tapping a controller and just standing there awkwardly whispering." Just like in Seinfeld, the low talker. You can't stand the low talker because you don't know what they're saying.
I'd be concerned. Like, now that like I am aware of what this is, you would be terrible at it. People trying to sleep. I honestly couldn't even imagine like what you'd be whispering in people's ears while they were trying to help them sleep.
I mean, I would whisper for like a second and obviously be completely ironic about it and fuck it up.
I just
hey, so I'm gonna make these weird noises and then also and also
and just and then get a bullhorn and just go.
I'd just be like, "Hey, so for some reason I just sniffed your shoe."
You're supposed to make tapping noises as well. So
No. I'm getting to that. I was gonna be like, "So,
okay.
I was just sniffing your shoe, and then I went to your microwave, and made myself about 30 pizza rolls. Excuse me. Oh, I think I love you. Good night, sweet prince.
It's just like some old fat dude with like half a hair just telling you this shit. And obviously has like the smoker's cough.
Excuse me.
Has like some kind of bowel problem, so he's just like farting every 5 seconds.
In the distance, he's like, pardon me real quick, I think I shot myself.
Hang on, I'm just gonna grab your toilet paper and just use your bathroom. You tap on the wall, make yourself comfortable.
As like he's in the bathroom, he has like a microphone, but he's whispering in the microphone. So, I'm in the bathroom, and I'm wiping my ass. That's a squeaker.
Like, so I'm in your bathroom and oh shit!
It's just oh god, this one's like a grenade. Oh man, I'm sorry. No, I honestly would be really like if I hired like somebody to come whisper in my ear when I was sleeping, and then all of a sudden like I just looked over and it was just like this really like giant like fat like musty looking guy with like a white beater and sweatpants and had a giant beard. I'd be like, I'd be utterly like frightened of it. But like he'll actually be like the nicest guy ever, and he's just trying to do his job. But like he just looks like a straight serial killer. I'd be like, yeah, I can't do this. Get out. He's like, I don't understand. I'll be like, oh, let me speak your language. Get the fuck out.
That's not even your language. I just want you to fucking leave. I don't like the way you look. I know I'm being prejudiced, but look at you. No one will hire you, so I'll just give you $1 to be on your way and get the fuck out of here. No, really, get the fuck out. Get out!
Get out! Honestly, I now hearing this, Gabby's supposed to come over like 9 or 10 when she's sleeping. I'm gonna whisper the ASMR in her ear.
Do it on your TV and just blast, because all they do is fucking whisper and make these weird tapping noises on a microphone or something. It's so fucking weird. I mean, there's weirder, obviously, but this was just the new discovery to me that occurred to me when Shreddy showed me that video. I'm thinking, people are into this shit. Are you fucking serious? You know, like I say, I try not to be biased and try to understand, you know, why people like these videos, but, you know, I don't understand it. Especially with, you know, animated story time, which half the time they're not animated stories. Most of those people that do that shit or tell their stories, most of the time, at least 80% of the videos are fucking boring as hell. Like just the stories are boring as shit. I mean, just fucking boring. God awful boring. Like, I would have a greater time like watching paint dry. I know that's a typical thing to say, but seriously, I would have a much more fun time doing that than watching any of these animated storytellers. They're just god awful boring. And I know it's mostly because not really animating by much. It's just still frame by frame most of the time. But this is just one of my major psychotic fucking hatreds. It's just boring. I mean, I know not everybody's lives can be interesting, and you have to make it interesting. Like, I wouldn't say I'm an interesting person, but there's just some people that find me interesting because all the weird shit that I say.
Yeah.
Sparky, you know, are talking together or just talking out in the public. They're just looking at us as a weird, fucked up science experiment just happening right on the spot, where it just becomes interesting to them because the weird shit we say and how we talk and our weird inside jokes that we don't care if they get it or not. That's just us.
Yeah,
That's just us. Shun.
Uh,
Anyways, on that rant for quite a bit. Anywho, that's it for today's show. The hour's already passed. Although it's like an hour and 20, 25, 05, 06, 07, 08. You know, just that time. Coffee hours passed by. We had to say what we had to say. No matter how strange it was to you. We're still going to keep on going. Even if we don't have viewers. Just for shits and giggles, that, or we just finally get tired of it. So I'm
eventually,
Actman.
I'm Sparky, and you will be viewing this because we believe that it's all going to happen. That it's going to be the best thing ever. And we appreciate you viewers out there. And we love you.
Check it out, it's Blast Beats. I think they also do that in ASMR too. Like just scribbling paper. Anyways,
would not be surprised.
it's 6 o'clock in the morning somewhere. This is the coffee hour. You enjoy your morning, your afternoon, or your bedtime. Vern.
Yeah. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Cheers.